Alright, ebusia for me mama kwaba edeboba gh.tv so ye de tweda mponyankopon wasim pempen so de aba betro mosum for emos aidan me na matana sen sama hodo aye twegu we nya mesum na me de pro we message woni di mo asa kan ye hona unya subscribe here go subscribe here no share no leave comment na face or like page no area my Mr. say o subscribe here kai say notification bell no be mi aso na wa select all said be ade betum bia on sabeka na wetimi edi achi eboafo ne chidifo nyina nyankopon chiram said be Rder moka ye ho boae na ma edwumadie ekoso kama pa tweda mpo nyankopon on chiram ebusiafo etoda ye obribia ye friend the hard truth no krebi o ha ye mpese ye beka ne nyina ne se yesese wo ka no kre na wanhwe ne yia na obi gidie akofom sanete but ma mimbisa se obi gidie be kofom nti esese ye de no kra no sie enipa ana ne nyina ne se Bible no wo de waka and de waka no it seems enipa bi ama sa no kra na wo twerese mu na so akata enti se wo be yi nipa bi na wo pese emuda ho a yese wo se yade na emze debi ameka asemu ize entiase aye ni enti ena etoda sanse mu nyina ekoso twerɛsɛm no nyankopɔn wɔ no botaye panti a wode ma yen ena se ye adwene se yen yede yen ye botaye yen yadwene yen tiase kyerɛkyerɛ Bible no mu anase yede ka Kristosum ho asɛm a ebe wiwi yen se de wiwi ya na mesrɛ ma obi nkase ensem wa ye ka no de aise bebu nkrofo abam ewo nyamesom ho se nipa no hu nokre na odi akira eyese ne se obetwa ne ntro ama na dwena ye ne se eno na ye nokre enti dwuma ye di wa ha no mpanifo bebre ena omuwo mu a omokyere omadwene ensem bebre ena yete wa bonten a yede ba na ye nyina ye be cha adwene yesua de enti se wo ye kristoni na wo mpese wo besua de a wanhwe ne yi a obi di biribi beba bedaada na obetwe wa free no kra e wo twerɛsɛm no mu no ɛho ye nyina yenim se eye pastor Mensah Otabil'S be ka asɛm bi na nsen a etwam je se enche kra we repeat no brebi de o ka se Nyankopɔn kasa nkyerɛ nipa bia enti it seems nkrofo adwene no se there is no prophet ewe ye na sase we so na the enti ma o kan sa no akyere mu a bare ne baby odi aba be wiwie no ene se 95% of ye difo na ye hunu no sa prophets no omunya papa omun kan kre enti se ye hwa only 5% ena ye kanokre na ebusiafo sansem we mu asofo bebre a kyerɛ wadwene obetinu obi kan de na we kan we obi a kyerɛ na dwene na me hyasie free baby a eye Reverend Dr. Owusu Bempah na sofo bi atanase emze omotanase se ensem bi a ekoso titiru se fa edifu dwuma ho a omoba na omde aba bi gu akwam na omakyerɛkyerɛ mu sɛde etie na omakyerɛkyerɛ mu sa na omonso do omonso side e de aba ebusiafo omatenase na omu di nkomo efa eye pastor Mensah Otabil'S ne nsɛm na ɔka ye no na mepɛsɛ wuti ade bi na afemini umienu ye di nkomo a ɛwɔ hɔ omo di nkomo no omo bɔ pastor Mensah Otabil'S ne video ne nsɛm ɔka ye no omo boy ena afei so omokyerɛ omadwene edefa ho mani gye kwam fa so a omokyerɛ omadwene no na de sua de bi wo mu a mepese me ne umienu ye kye enya wadwene se ye attack obi never sa fivefold ministry no eye deniara ye wo papa e de ye wo bone o se atredifo atro ensempakafo atra kyerɛkyerɛfo atrasofo ebeba enti esese yete ase esa ebusiafo Yemra and Seminuna Yenti said ye, Yenuanomono, Eka, on some edifa, Pastor Mensah, and as an answer, not the two Jana Hona Braba. Na afi menso mente ho ame wono na me dia tato e commerce here.
Ene yen koma dikan yen ya papa, one of the fathers in the faith, Pastor Mensah Otabil'S. Ebi describe no the move so we descended on prophets. Na eno na asembisa say their ekoso no, is it a good timely obi be say na a timely course, a timely campaign to clean the prophetic, as Pastor Mensah Otabil'S want us to understand. Pastor Mensah Otabil'S want us to understand, say, personally, and maybe odi ye ni na so obetumi aka ne pin say Ghana ha say yedifo wa ha no emu 95% fake, only 5% and ye genuine. Anyway, let's watch the video.
If we don't define who a prophet is properly from the New Testament, then all kinds of charlatans, crooks, psychics, necromancers, and all kinds of assorted, all kinds of people. What it does is that they mix it up and they destroy the good ones. They destroy the good ones. So it has to be defined and the boundaries have to be created. So you don't just get up and call yourself something. There is no vocation in the world where you get up and call yourself it. Tell me which vocation in the world that you get up and call yourself it. Somebody starts a church, has a few cockroaches and lizards roaming in the classroom. He puts down chairs for them and he says, I'm an apostle. Apostle? Do you know how? Do you know what an apostle is? But because there's no definition, people just get up and assign these things to themselves and allude to themselves. And so what happens is the right thing gets destroyed. The foundations are destroyed. The people who must be heard are no longer heard because the quacks have saturated the market. And I have said it, and I'll say it without any shadow of doubt, based on my knowledge of the scriptures, based on my knowledge of church history, which I have extensive knowledge of, based on my theological reasoning, based on my experiential observation, that about 95% of people who call themselves prophets in Ghana are quacks, including some of you in this room who are calling yourself that. And I say this with the pure love of the Lord Jesus Christ. I'm not saying this to shame you. I'm not saying this to belittle you. I'm saying if you're not a doctor, don't call yourself doctor. If you're a lab technician, just say I'm a lab technician. One day I'll be a doctor. But don't call yourself what you are not. And don't think that by calling yourself something you are. Because if you are not a doctor and you call yourself a doctor and you're walking around the hospital and somebody's going to the theater and they say, come along and do the theater, you'll be under pressure to do a surgery. And you cut somebody. And he says, I have a problem with my spleen. And then you cut something else. And then leave scissors and everything inside the stomach. Kill somebody's child. You kill somebody's child. And there are people ruining families, ruining people's lives, destroying people because they have taken a title upon themselves and are forced to do something. Sometimes by reading Facebook notes, sometimes by collecting information, sometimes by doing just nice psychology on people. God uses people, but there has to be a system by which we do things. Because if we don't do that, we ruin everything. We ruin everything. Then we create such a scandal and mistrust for everybody who calls himself a clergyman in Ghana. Eventually they say we are all crooks, we are all charlatans, because that is what happens. If a few doctors make mistakes, we say all these doctors are charlatans. Although some people went to medical school and went to do specialization, but the market has been crowded and flooded by bad practitioners. So I believe that we have to do ourselves surgery. And if charismatics don't do it, I will do it. I hope you get me. And I won't stop today, and I won't stop tomorrow. And I'm going to go deeper and deeper and deeper. And I'm going to point from the scriptures. And I'm going to teach from church history. And I'm going to teach from the history of the Pentecostal church and the charismatic movement, because I have studied it. And I'm going to use it. And I'm going to help all of us to cure. I hope you get me. I'm going to help all of us to cure, so that we can stand up and say, this is a wholesome church. Things are done well. As Paul told the Corinthian church, let everything be done in order. There is orderliness in the operation of the gifts of the Spirit. There's orderliness in the operation of the supernatural. The supernatural must not be chaotic. It's not a free-for-all thing. Paul says when you go to church and you prophesy, people must sit and judge it. That's what Paul said. You must judge it. That means that there should be other people listening and saying, point one, why did you tell the woman when I was praying, I saw you were wearing red underwear? Yeah, wrong. That's right. Somebody must mark it and say wrong. Why did you call the person in front and describe their sickness so that the person, even after he's healed, has a stigma? Why? So others are judging and say, brother, the word was good, but it was poorly delivered. And it didn't affirm human dignity. It destroyed the value of a human being. That's how you judge. So that the practitioners now become more conscious of delivering a gift of God in a noble manner.
All right, Pastor Mensah Otabil'S. And you know what they can say 90%, sorry, 95% of Prophetic from where for Ghana say, "Hey, quacks." Do for an agrobia? Yeah, Papa, can you?
Mexia, I have phobia. Mamma will be a quabby. Sometimes, you know, I am the reason why teachers and evangelists they always attack prophets. But chief, I did get dangerous. Bible can once and say there will be false teachers. One can say there will be false prophet alone. Or say there will be false teachers. Now, teaching is dangerous as in false prophet. yet Ghana has a chief. Obi adwene nkɔ so. Yenya obi a ɔde doctrine teachings bi aba. Say 2028 ewiase bɛsɛn. When your followers a deal nechi, and go for close home shops, and go for you a free school, and go for no mukronyama no mako year to because 2028 the software teaching is said.
First also say music our banks in our
nina and no pastor me also tell the and no any prophecy a teaching and what me teaching man go for na dia tum say 2028 ampa e wiase be say false teachers are dangerous. As a false prophet. Now, I didn't say Pastor Mensah tell me say what kind of scriptures na Bible say Elijah eku Baal worshippers and a growth worshippers. The growth worshippers no be a false prophet. And we tell us what say 95% a prophet a faker. Sounds like a bit 98% teachers who are fake. Ghana has it. Now teachers ni be chief teaching and obi timi teach ya e ma obi jitum say ono oyaboa na nyame amono enya prophecy o teachings and obi timi teaching sa ma ni party ase say even the Bible na da hono no is a mere book enya prophecy teaching and obi timi teach ya ma obi beti ase say me enye nyame na bo me na mo mi free chimpanzee mo na pie enye prophecy na mo teachings enu chief say papa Pastor Mensah tell ka say me ba bi ya me da o kan ya me timi ko bebre ne say 5% meaning say we have prophets
we are genuine that means there are genuine
that means that they are genuine
original prophets
in Ghana obi be ka say na say okay one more the great Owusu Bempah. The other thing I'm addressing these issues. This show no is for the
prophets.
For the prophet and the prophetic banner. For Christians to know say it is good to have a prophet in your life. So we will say man what say and was say when you D4 e wo wabrabom chief. And you see papa Mensah what about can say a D4 no e mu 95 e ye faker. Me na ya adwene. Once I want to say prophet or Ghana and fake. No say 5% a fake. Means say we have a prophet. Means that still a Rder so kasa. Means that still can the prophetic banner no is going higher.
My God.
Now ain't me my form so
my God.
Say ideas all can say bia a D4 Ghana and atrofo there be. But the main person be trying to say sometimes they should emphasize on teachers. So say we have false teachers. I say obi a false teacher chief a very dangerous. That's a false prophet. Because teachings won't chief ebetimi akere wo niam bi a teachings and a more because or say Jesus Christ a angel. Are you getting it?
I'm getting it.
And your prophecy a teachings and will be your teachings who say or say Jesus is no more the Son of God.
One of
Jesus is no God, but Jesus is one of the prophets.
Abomination.
It is dangerous. False prophets, false teachers are very dangerous. Because obetimi to Bible ne baby chief. And your teachings won. Chief, you near say and as Zimbabwe was a South Africa chief. Obi a teachings say a Rder catch and say we are saying say. That was not prophecy.
That's right.
One senko, but it came by teachings. And the teachings and or do we not go good them? A treasure to me a day. A see home. And teachings and obitimi teaching ya. Ewa Botswana e ka tiro hu se Awurade se waboy ensa ne nseso na Awurade bo nuaba ene ade na ade bi a wo ba wi bia no e be mo apomuden
a odom ko green
grass e ko green grass
my God
e teachings it me no person papa Pastor Mensah tabe ehunu se when you are following scripture Bible says there will be false teachers there will be false apostles there will be false pastors there will be false prophets but always say emphasize on only prophets and chief. A bedroom baby so be the doctrine be a false doctrine. Essence ye deep prophets in a we will leave that false teacher no no the sad doctrine no ebe sue nyame ma edu omako baby edi so omudu omuko no edu omako because ade ba ko womun say only the teachers and they speak English they don't speak Twi
brofo
enu ti Ghana ha no ye problem no say so obi ka brofo dia
oye papa
but so obi nka brofo dia enu onye sofo papa enu ti no Pastor Mensah Otabil'S your papa no we a leader our faith in him no one will talk against him but we are pleading him so say oka aya onwunu say false teachers and so wo ho na onka ebi ne say machere say obi say 2028 ewiase be say enko for read o musika chief by teachings enya by prophecy na oka nti eno so no onka na enkofo so animre o mo so say Ghana ha say no so open teachers say force maybe we bet 98 yeah chief kakra meka no
apostle we dey odo anu sin then I'm tempted to ask say why now and question
why now no question bi a
ko dey nya ono a
enka ye nya ono a ebi so a chief we man no know ne wahunu ntia all teachers a ono pe na ebi a wahunu ene ebi so hwe social media so a ne adifo ni bi nom eye omo enu ti na ebi ama na kasa but on social media corona ni media space no so no there are some teachers bi so a omo so ye omo fees a enti why now no there things on one bit me answer
abusiafo yenuanom no nsɛm a ɔmode tu dwa eno no na ɔmadwene ɔmo kyerɛ ye no perfect one on say the Pastor Mensah Otabil'S ka no obi ema comment bi o say say nkrofo misquote papa no ana say yempese ye betena se na die ntia o kasa no say dia asofo no kan o say zo no kwa na nim die ntia o kasa but me no mienu ye ti ase de bia me ka che o say ba bia problem aba eye difudwuma no asofo ni a churchfo ni hwanhwanfo no omode meka ne se yebetimi ehu won temo but said ye asofo ne ka no no krepa yenjina so nka se omode omunni problem ohwa sofo na se mo ka ne se uzodifo ba kono o se se ye hwe achercherefo a be 98% ena enka no kre sanete obi betimi de ncherechire bi e de aba wanhwe ne yi a obi free ugidie ho because en some obobo so odansini Yosef Ampedu ono na okanse 2028 ewiase bese wakana saa edi ato ho ewiase bese enti odin kyerɛkyerɛ bi edi ewura enipa bi adwene mu a ama kyerɛsɛ omuhu sɛ abrabɔ koraa ne sɛn but ye wakasa bi a ye kan sɛ free enne ekosi saa 2028 no how many years would you find say 3 years saa 3 years no enti ade ne betimi aye etoda wotena sia obisa ho sɛ saa nipa no wagyaye didi ana odaso ye adwuma pesika na tena ya ko tena ne na ase no oto collection ana so oba for ye ana se waye biribia ye sikasem uhu ne se ogusu ye development bia ana se wato no nyoma nyina to agu ege nkyerɛkyerɛ ne nyina ka ho bi na me ka ho asem platform we so menka edifo de nko but de me se de kamia yese eye problem ma nipa se ye hwa akyerɛkyerɛfo de kora ehu pa wase oye rabbi wase oye rabbi wase oye teacher wase oye preacher wase oye evangelist wase oye pastor omansam ehu ye pa banhwe ne yia na kwan obefa so akyerɛkyerɛ ne nsɛm mu no edo obekwa akogina baabi foforo enti da bia meka sɛ kristofo ye problem pa ne sɛ ye mpa de sua meka kyerɛ wo sɛ odifo ne nsɛm na ɔka no eye fapem bi ena ɔto so me no mienu nyinaa ya ba bɛyɛ adansifo ye ya adansifo no bible no ma yeti asese ye adansifo anyansafo yenti ne ye Sa wanya odansini nyansani anase nyansafo a de biara da obi de ntete bi ebeba beto fapim bi so ama wagina ye wo se eye dwete anase ebia eye gold ye sika kokko anase ebia eye ebohene anase ebia eye dade bi wanhwa wo bepere wa mo watu obrika akodi eno na chi. But akyerɛkyerɛfoɔ sampakafoɔ ediyifoɔ asɔfoɔ ɛne asomafoɔ saafoɔ ne nyinaa ndwuma no ɛyɛ fapim bi ɛna yɛto so. Bible no nko a ɛna yɛ ogya a obetimi de saa nipa na fam nti wɔ se wɔnaba ɛna bɛkyerɛ dua kora ɔmoyɛ. Enti mene umienu yɛ nsua de a de bɛwiewie yɛ no enti na bɛka kyerɛ sɛ Bible ne sisen yankasa ɔtwerɛfoɔ no nanadwene pa ɛne sɛn na mene umienu nso de na yɛadwene fa ɔtwerɛfoɔ no nsɛm yɛfa no sɛ that is all yɛfa no saa wakanti wakane de final na yɛho pere yɛn sɛ yɛbɛyɛ biribi but yɛanhwɛ ne yi a hwɛ woyɛ lazy a sɛ woyɛ lazy a de biara da would depend on obi enra osofo na or Pentecost osofo na o kasa e was a video no enra video I post here no sa Pentecost osofo na o kasa no o say wo wote ho ana wo expect say obi mbra na so obebɔ mpaya ma so oba be kyerɛkyerɛw so obɛyɛ de no wote ho na wo se nipa no mbra bɛyɛ saa de no ɛyɛ dania obi demand bribi ɛna bi nkrɔfo a ɔmo se asofo anaze odi for me de mintimi nya fast na agisa wo ye mame enti esese wotua sika bi edi for de bitimi ka se ye be fast na ma o break a obedidi enti esese miloni hwan ne ade nyina oto edema no bi kura wangasa kura wo ye sa fast na nka miloni kura bi anka wo nnom bi eni ma obeto ama odi for kura bi kura nka enya ade a wo be use but esan laziness enti edi pam presse yebesua de enti wo koka asem bia na asem no ebo nipa hu kakra bia pa yesi hey o mani pagidie akofom dabi yesi it is time set ye kanokre biara e wo Kristo summo e kire nipa enipa no edope na so obedi akira fine na bambua fine because tie na bamu na ebu no ose eduru ebrebi ye friend Owusu obre saa Owusu no yɛse yɛde nyina beguru sɔne so na yɛbɛwoso na yɛwoso a yɛbɛ separate entete no ɛde efiri aburukan no mu anaase ayuo kan no emu nti yɛwoso ne se ya entete no nyina befifire gu ɛno nti na sɛ wobetia ɔse saa bre no dua ɛse bebre na gidia no bɛdwo esan saa hawa hodoa eko Bible na kasa asem di ote ye na nadwene anye ne senko beti saa asem nti ote ye ne pe odona jo sa na Bible na kan nti so muzo obi abamobu e wo Kristo sumu a kan hu se enye me but saa na twerɛsem na kan to da me sɛ wo sɛ e mane mbɛyɛ wo sɛ wo ene wabambebu Yesu bae no kan sɛ eyetene a mo amone menam mo mu baako ene obeyimi ama Peter preka sɛ ye me ana we si ye me we si ye me ase da me obia sɛ ye Yesu kan sɛ ono de ose mu baako but obia bisa ne ho sɛ ye me ana at the end of the day ye nya nipa baako a oyɛ saade meaning sɛ eyedene saade ne besi wo yemu esia enkase eyade bia ese because sana nkom hyenete se enipa bi hwe wo na se enipa no nya nkuransha aseda na eze de manya nkopon na se enipa na bambu ewo wo wabrabo ho a itina nkofo kan o se se hwehwe mu na se ye hunu Kristo a bisa ho se hefa ene be hu Rder because Yesu tie Rder mu eti se ye hunu Yesu nko ade a na ekyerese yebehunu Nyankopon eti yensem wa ye kan ya de ayeye no yenhwe mu ni se enye bribi e betu nipa bi sentudua ubetwang ntro akire nipa na ada obi hu no kore no na bombebu enti se ye ma nipa na hu no kore no nso nkyere se ye bone esese enipa bombu ewo bone ho se bedi odifo bi achi bedi bigidi nyina hye ne mu na me behu no kore bi se saa de ne nye na me twe me hu firi odifo no ho a me mfomoi because Bible no say eni kwan se bede me hu tu onipa so nti se me twe me hu firi sa nipa no a hombom ena me nhyira na sa me nkwaje wo but bebre na say ye man krofo bi atwe wo ho afiri nyame ho obi amma obi ntwe ne ho firi nyame ho da but de ye ne say de pese wo hu Nyankopɔn ko a wo ne ne ana se nyame ko a wo ne ne na nyame mu gu ahodo but nyame ben ena krofo bi da na didi kyerɛ Nyankopɔn de oye ba akopɛ ono ena me de biara da me pese wo hwehwɛ no sua kyerɛsɛm no na me bɛka asɛm bi na ente saa watimi akabribi de akyerɛ me anase wo nso watimi ahunu de wo bɛyɛ but wo nsua ahwe a de meka biara bɛgye ato nti emamu me yenye lazy moma yenyere ye ho ye nsua de na mboa ya nkase abrabo ensɛm ni nyina ɛna asɔfo no kan ye ɔmo de bia to pastor Mensah Otabil'S no so enti enye wadwene sɛ odifo nko a ɛna obetimi adaada asɔfo daada nkrofo na nsensem ababo nten ɛna title asɛm ɛna yebetua ɛna yentua asɔfo na abisi yentua asɔfo no bisisi mi yentua ɛna ada bi ɛwɔ baabi a obidi nya ne mfaso but sebe ya obehu baabi a na ada no wo no agye sɛ wosua twerɛsɛm ebisi yenya akwankyerɛ ebisi akwankyerɛ nge ebisi yenye si ebisi se nye ewie sa wa yohoni obisi wo yesi ye na be twerɛsɛm na ka ho asɛm nti nipa na de na ɔyɛ no ogina twerɛsɛm na so ɛna wɔde ya ana sɛ ɔno de ɔse ɔno wɔda ya ɔdwene ho a wohunu sɛ tie because masɛm a meka bia sɛ mede to twerɛsɛm no ho na ɛne no nkwa na ɛkyerɛ sɛ meka atorofo no nti ema obi mfa biribi nada Bible no ka ɔse mo nhwɛ yi wa nada fi sɛ atredifo ebe sorry atredifo no di kan bo wondin atredifo ene atro akyerɛkyerɛfo saafo mienu no de ɛse yɛ ahwɛ yi wo ebusiafo ma yensua Bible twerɛsɛm no ma yendi na no pa wiye ne anadwo na me kan enra me kan me say senka day bia a day the friend of akosi enra obekan one verse e wo Bible no mu a ebedru baabi no obete wo ho ase say yes manyini nti obi beka asɛm bia ongyene ntum symbols a obehwe twerɛsɛm no ende Google aba Google no app wayen asɛm bi obi beka bia sɛ wonnim baabi a wo Bible no kra na asɛm no kae no Google sa question no fa bisa Google na search Google be yi answer na ma obeyi quotations a wo pɛ a obetimi e dia support asɛm na nipa na ka nyina u Google a ebe yi ama e be boa se wiase no Nyankopɔn aboa ma aye mmere ama nipa se ebetimi aben no aye easy se ebetimi aben Nyankopɔn but at the same time asanso aye den ama nipa se ebehu Nyankopɔn ni munya Erusia Nyankopɔn ya dum profofo tebesen ato aso ya boafo ne chidifo nyina Nyankopɔn shabo Alfred Nyankopɔn shawo so obo adwuma George ma me aberma mtana Nyankopɔn shabo ma me Jennifer Suma ma me Olivia Danso me ma me adwa sewa na na free yesia otoso mi no na Nyankopɔn shawo Mrs. Tatafua me ma me Florence Kokoma me Margaret Sapo Mr. Evans upon Prophet David Johnson Opadana Semina Kosisi Romina 2 great antivirus boot MetaWorks Minia Albert Braco Minia Percy me opa kwabana dom fe in the name ene ebusua aka nyina obi biara aka me wow hwe me wow tie me wow ni me din komo wakyire wow boye e ma yedwumedie no ekon kan bia twede mpo Nyankopɔn hwe okay nyina ye mwae na o me asomdwe kosisi besanso ehia bio makra mu nyina